I think by now we recognize that everything has consequences. And so I'm seeing that the Sando and the Citrus ports seeing a steep drop in trade and passenger traffic. And I also understand that the Trinidad government has begun the deportation of Venezuelans. They have a right to do so as well. The POA say that they are backing the deportation of Venezuelans from local prisons as well. So we begin with TNT now, where they're seeing fewer Venezuelan boats, fewer goods and passengers arriving, and significantly less trade at its San Fernando and Cedros ports. According to the news coming out of Trinidad, the downturn partly is driven by escalating tensions between Venezuela and the United States in recent times. It is being felt on the ground as fisherfolk and customs officers report a marked decline in maritime activity. This information, of course, is coming out of Trinidad and Tobago news media. At San Fernando port, they're saying a Venezuelan cargo boat stood anchored at sea. Venezuelans had been awaiting paperwork to offload a cargo of lumber since Monday, and this was since yesterday they were reporting this. We're also saying that a source at the Customs and Excise Department division who requested not to be known said only two Venezuelan cargo boats dock now monthly, bringing in articles of clothing and wood. In times gone by, the person saying up to three cargo boats came weekly to the King's Wharf port, bringing in pottery, bags, plastic chairs, lumber, and clothing as well. So we have seen a drop. The source also indicated that the recent tensions between Venezuela and the United States were not the sole reason or the only reason why the trade has dwindled. He said since the Venezuelan economy started to improve, many families returned to their homeland. So they're saying that the Venezuelan economy is improving. It's a strange thing while the US wants to get in there. Meanwhile, at the Cedros port, on the Standard Guardian media was told that passenger traffic has also been declining. And the consular said that no ferry docked at the port last week. He told the Guardian media that normally the ferry comes twice weekly on Tuesdays and Thursdays based on the information that he has. And they have not seen the ferry come in for probably the last week or so. And information is that a lot of travel restrictions have been placed on the Venezuelan end for the ferry to come up to bring up passengers and also carry passengers back. So that's something that you have to take a look at as well. Back in June, they were saying that the manager of Angel del Orinco, a passenger ferry that carries up to 35 passengers, said two vessels currently operate from Venezuela to the Cedros port, but passengers were scarce. So, of course, nobody's going to want to, he said we used to make two trips a week, sometimes two, more than two, but now it's down to just two boats and we are not even filling them, the individual said. Meanwhile, what is happening is that fishermen from the southwestern peninsula complain that while Venezuelan trade is continuing, they were having difficulty fishing near the Venezuelan border as the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard was chasing them away. Of course, maybe for your own protection. In the meantime, the POA is backing the deportation of 200 Venezuelans from local prisons and Prison Officers Association in Trinidad. Its president, Gerard Gordon, has expressed support for Prime Minister Passard Becerra's decision to deport 200 Venezuelans currently held in local prisons, noting that the move could ease strain on the correctional facilities in Trinidad. On Tuesday, of course, you would have known that the Prime Minister noted that the deportation forms part of initiatives aimed at combating drug trafficking. The Prime Minister comments followed a request from the Colombian President, Gustavo Petro, who reportedly sought Trinidad's assistance in searching for the remains of the 11 alleged Che Nicaragua members killed in a U.S. strike. They were saying that that vessel was actually off the Tobago coast. All right. But however, the Trinidad Prime Minister said that nothing now go on. So that is where we are. And, Trinidad has a right to deport foreigners they believe to be involved in criminal activity. And that happens in many countries around the world. So you can't hold the government and say that they have no right to do so. There are many Venezuelans continue to do the right thing in Trinidad, and they work and they contribute to society. But there are those who need to be repatriated, according to the Trinidad government. So leave your comments in the section below, guys. Let me know what you think about this.